the Kha'Zix is going to be left up. We saw him have a great game on Kha'Zix in game 2, I believe it was. So I'm surprised to see Gold Coin United go for that one again. Holy crap, we got a Jinx lock in as well.
Yeah, LIRA's a little bit stuck out in the Dragon Pit, does wind up leaping over, but SANTORIN didn't even know he was there. He's looking for Ninja instead. Going to tag him with the Savagery, bolas him up. Has to burn the flash from Ninja there. Did not want to get charmed up there by FENIX. Top side of the map now, Solo and SERAPH seem to be our focus as LIRA was clearing out the Scuttle Crab in the river. Might be trying to make another gank on the top lane, but at the same time, as soon as FENIX is level 6, he goes in. First blood picked up for him while there's trying to be a trade kill on the top side, but Solo slices and dices, locks up LIRA and SERAPH in a 2v1 situation. Solo gets the kill.
Huge play by Solo there, able to flash into the brush while LIRA was tanking the minion autos, gives him enough time to get another auto attack off there.
SANTORIN is waiting in the wings, and as soon as FENIX knows that these abilities are down from Ninja, he dashes forward, dodges out on the spear.
Ninja just playing way too aggressive here. You know your jungler's on the top side making a play. You're down a level to an extremely aggressive champion in Ahri. No reason to walk up there and really try and contest that wave for your 6. And then here on the top side, you see Solo. Good job fighting, staying alive there. And, but once he saw LIRA there, he knows that they can actually get this turret first. So they go for that first circle. Now LIRA caught a little bit on the Gromp.
Ooh, he's gonna eat the Super Mega Death Rocket. The ticking down is not going to wind up getting the kill. No Ignite used by MADLIFE. Lost vision over the wall, but LIRA getting chunked out just for a Gromp trade for a tower. Struggling to go toe-to-toe against Solo as he's picked up the early pair of Ninja Tab. You have FENIX trying to equate some of these losses out in the bottom lane. Immediately exhausts trade back and forth. The flash forward from Mash puts the Chompers down behind Apollo. He has to try to run away. MADLIFE picks up that kill.
Really nice roam by FENIX there. The bot lane of Envy was shoving up relentlessly over the course of this early game. Keep that one up. Sarah's still stuck in this long lane though. Keeps getting bullied out by Solo.
You see the slice after the hook shot and the dice after SERAPH runs away. Chasing down on Camille underneath the tower. LIRA jumps in, but the dominance is just popped there. Turns on the LIRA, flashes forward. Solo with another kill in a 1v2. GCU not quite done. The Stranglethorns on the bottom side, and SANTORIN savagely rips apart HAKUHO.
LIRA having a very bad performance this time around. Jumps in on the relatively healthy Solo, who is fed as well. If there's one thing it can do in the early game, it's push turrets.
Yeah, Jinx extremely good at doing that. Apollo, in the meantime, extremely good at getting jumped on by a Rengar. Super Mega Death Rocket does not find the kill, but a leap from SANTORIN secures that one. Sarah's teleported in. He will wind up picking up a kill onto SANTORIN as he shuts down that 2 kills. But Solo has responded and kind of flashed forward, though, from SERAPH. MADLIFE being locked up in the Hextech ultimatum. The heal will keep him alive, but it's a double kill picked up for the Camille. And now Envy are on the chase. They've caught on to Mash, and he's turned to dust. Ninja unleashes his power upon Jinx. The hook shot now going down onto Solo, but he dices away. FENIX is able to answer the trade kill in the mid lane, but 3 quick kills picked up by Envy.
But a really important find there by Envy because they were slipping out of this game.
Yep, the hook shot comes out from SERAPH, but there's a 2-level advantage for Solo, a level 2 dominance, and there's no mobility left from SERAPH. Solo goes left, goes right, still picks up the kill, tanks through the tower. That's gonna be another kill and another tower going down for GCU. The Blade of the Rune King build coming out first, so the first completed item for Mash compared to his opponent in Apollo, but FENIX now trying to look for a kill for himself, gets snuffed out in the jungle, uses the exhaust at the perfect time to mitigate the damage to the unleashed power, but SERAPH will be able to get the kill as LIRA collapses down Solo. He's a big Renekton, but he is going to get shut down before he gets a trade kill. Super Mega Death Rocket will not connect with the intended target. It's 2 kills picked up for none.
It is a little hard for GCU to find too many openings. Envy doing a good job looking for vision, looking for picks. Right now they're going to look for another one onto Solo. Caught out in the 3v1.
Yeah, it's a 3v1 situation. A little bit more than the 2v1 that he's been able to turn around before. Still gets SERAPH extremely low, but not able to wind up picking up a kill. They shut down the Renekton, but FENIX waiting around in the brush, wants to try to get a kill for himself, but Envy takes the safe way back from that.
There's a path left unwarded. Now MADLIFE on top of the ward.
Goes through. Has to flash away Stranglethorns after HAKUHO gonna flash Q, does not wind up landing there. MADLIFE, fancy footwork. Recall in an unsafe spot though.
Rotate up to Solo who pushes in the minion wave. Gonna try and take this one down. Don't have the Jinx to help push it, but Envy not quite in position to contest. They open up on the Solo actually.
Yeah, they're gonna use the Hextech ultimatum to lock Solo down. He's not quite in tower range, but he is stuck there, so he cannot dodge out on the stuns, and Syndra picks up a kill.
A little greedy not using his ultimate right at the beginning there. Means he's stunned up and unable to pop it when the Syndra ult comes in. They blow him up. Once again, Envy are the ones finding a kill. Now have actually equaled out the kill score. A few times that they try and group up for plays, they can't make them. Now FENIX looking for a solo one.
Yeah.
forces the flash out of Ninja, but gets low himself.
Speaking of relatively strong, FENIX did try to go for that 1v1 kill, but Ninja was able to flash and cleanse away from it. But it looks like they are just going to be continuing to shove waves back and forth. A lot of them grouped up in this area here. Even Solo's Renekton has joined them in this fray. Looks like they might be trying to catch on to SERAPH. Has to flash away from the Flame Chompers. SANTORIN will leap out from that brush, but SERAPH using the hook shot to get away.
SANTORIN, excuse me, should have waited for that hook shot to land. Wait, hold off on your jump, and then use that to gap close. Instead, he gap closes to where SERAPH used to be because his hook shot connects on the wall. Maybe could have turned that into a kill if he was a little bit more patient with his jump there. Doesn't end up doing so. Solo losing out on some CS on the bot side right now. Has been grouping up with the team a lot. Now they're going to try and use this, like you mentioned, the 20% extra Q damage to burn down the Baron buff.
Bit of a brute force between Renekton, Rengar, and Jinx. They are burning through this one, but Envy has grouped up. Ninja on the front side, SERAPH on the back side. He's trying to cut in onto MASH. It looks like the Stranglethorn's gone down to zone it out. FENIX in the meantime has picked up SERAPH. The Baron's about 1,800, but they peeled off of it. No, they decide to go back to it. It's a little bit of a split decision making. They've killed one, but they're about to lose their front line. Solo goes down. LIRA is now going to be the target from GCU. Both of these teams are traded 1-for-1. They were hesitant to commit, and GCU have to back away. But GCU have FENIX in the mid lane trying to clear out some waves. He's kind of cut off from the rest of his team, who is waiting in that dot rush. They land a double root, and they dash and flash forward onto LIRA, trying to eviscerate the jungler, and they will. MASH in the meantime is barely going to stay alive to the unleashed power. SERAPH in the front is locked down onto SANTORIN, but he's going to wind up going down as FENIX picks up a kill. Solo on the backside is trying to deal with Ninja. MADLIFE throws down a plant to try to help him out. A flash away is going to keep Solo alive. So they picked off 2-for-1, but both junglers are dead. There's a third Mountain Drake on the map. Envy do not want to give this one up to Goldpoint United because they get into a Baron bait situation again. That'll die really quick. FENIX is going to get tagged up here with the ace in the hole. Has a Spirit Dash out, but Spirit rushes back forward to trade some damage on the SERAPH.
Right, but that gets rid of a lot of team fighting power of an Ahri champion. Of the Ahri pick, if you're able to get her ultimate out, that's how she finds those angles on the back lines.
A fight could be explosive around this Baron pit. We've seen it happen 2 or 3 times before. GCU living for the same bait, trying to lock on the LIRA. It's not going to land this time. But FENIX on the opposite side, chunking down on the SERAPH. Redemption getting used. Zanya's Hourglass cancels out the Hextech ultimatum, but Solo's getting locked up. SERAPH going forward too, but a Flash Charm lands on the SERAPH. They don't have any follow-up damage, though. Goldpoint United are peeling back. Trying to rush down this Baron buff. 5,000 HP. Envy are trying to chase after MADLIFE, who is leading them to the Baron buff, which has already been taken by GCU. They utilize the advantages they gained from that fight before, which is the vision control, and immediately go back to rush down that Baron while SERAPH was away.
Envy had done such a good job contesting these Barons for so long. They reset there off the map and open themselves up to a free Baron that GCU grabs. Now they're potentially caught out of position.
Solo's going to get locked up here. SERAPH and the tether chain coming out from HAKUHO. He has to pop his dominance, but SERAPH takes a lot of damage as well. There's a wall in between most of the members of both sides of this fight. Super Mega Death Rocket lands, deals a little bit of damage to Apollo, but the inside track here is gained by Goldpoint United over towards the base of Envy. SANTORIN using the Thrill of the Hunt, kind of using it as a zoning ultimate, tracking where everybody from Envy's side is going to be. Goldpoint United have taken one top lane tower, can't quite finish off the inhibitor tower. Oh, FENIX actually going to ace in the hold up, jumped on by LIRA, but he is forced back as he groups up with the rest of the team.
A little bit of a scary situation there as GCU might have been pitting themselves against the base of Envy, but they are able to land enough chunk. But Envy's not done yet. They're still chasing down. SERAPH
re-engages. He's dropping low, uses the Hextech ultimatum to dodge out on some damage and locks up Solo, who in the front line will go down. Killing spree picked up for Ninja. Envy gets charmed up here, LIRA, but they are going to wind up having GCU forced back.
See Envy having to go up and clear that massive top wave. GCU did a good job waiting.
Ooh, HAKUHO gets caught out and just melted down. The Stranglethorn's gonna be picking up that kill. SERAPH teleported in, but the Dragon has gone over to GCU already, and that's going to be providing the aspect buff for massive damage. But a great stun comes out from Syndra, and they rip through Ahri. They're able to take down the Syndra, but SERAPH's in the back line. He's killed the Jinx. Now LIRA's trying to join on that side, but the front line has killed the Caitlyn. MADLIFE dropping down low. LIRA dropping down low. His Guardian Angel will get popped after the flash. SERAPH has lost his Guardian Angel. Goldpoint United, they're going to pick up 4 kills for the price of 2, and they get the L there.
Huge play by FENIX there. He does go down the team fight, but he opens it up for the side of GCU, able to pick off HAKUHO right at the start.
Blade the Rune King on Jinx, also going to provide a massive amount of damage. We can see they started it up. It's already at half HP before Envy even gets over here. There's a bit of a 50-50 situation. LIRA goes over the wall to smite steal, but SANTORIN's smite is secure. And the Baron goes over to GCU. The collapse coming out as Mash gets excited. He immediately dies, but they've eviscerated Ninja because of it as well. And Envy is all going down. And 4-kill fight for 1 in favor of GCU.
They force that Baron extremely hard. LIRA is in range to go for the contest. Even if he gets it there, it's not the end of the world. The side of Envy is wholly out of position, not grouped up in a good formation. As a result, you see FENIX able to run wild once again in that team fight for the most part. The difficult life of Mash going down early in that team fight. But the rest of GCU able to carry it. Everyone dead for another 20 seconds. They don't have that Jinx to crush down these turrets and inhibitors. A little slower than they might want. But I think they have enough time to close out game 4 here.
I mean, they got Baron buff minions up with them. SANTORIN has a Guardian Angel to proc this as he's tanking through some tower shots. HAKUHO is here, but I don't think Soul Flare is going to be enough wave clear. Mark, we're going to a game 5.
You hope that silver scrapes.